it's JC, welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. Today's video is a bit different because I'm not going to exactly show you what I have or tell you what I think is good. In fact, I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to ask you, which do you think is the best folding razor utility knife out there? I've got an example over here. I'll show that to you in just a bit, but do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, do check out my shop links in the pinned comment or description, and you can even join as a channel member. Thanks a lot. If you're into urban EDC, you probably have a favorite folder. I do have one of them over here. This is the Spyderco Parrot 3 with canvas micarta scales. I really like this knife, even though it looks like a murder death weapon. I like the size for urban EDC, great ergos as well, and just overall a nice slicey blade for urban EDC tasks. But I was thinking, would there be an opportunity or need to carry something like this? And this is a razor folding utility knife. So it uses these disposable blades, so you can switch that around. It can be used for both sides, but you can remove it if you're, let's say, traveling overseas and you're just going to go hand carry. You could actually take out the razor blade, bring this along, and if you get to your next destination, look for a hardware store with these blades and fit that in, and then you have a knife to use. Now, this is a really cheap version. This is a Chinese brand. It's Wei Hao. So it's not Wei Hao, but it's actually pronounced Wei Hao. So that's a deeper Wei. But in any case, it's a really cheap version. This costs probably about $7-8 US, but you get what you pay for as well. Now, it looks all right, and it's also pretty solid in construction. I'm not really worried about it like folding on me. It has a locking mechanism in the form of a liner lock there. And in terms of how it holds the razor blade and just how it deploys it, really not a problem. It's just that everything is really stiff. It's not a joy to open. Like, even though there's a thumb stud over here, it's a slow roll. You can't flick it out, and even with that slow roll and after clean and oiled it, it's still not, a nice smooth deployment. So you don't really get enjoyment out of it. In terms of utility, absolutely no problem. Now, I got this really a cheap one, really just to kind of feel it out and to see if it's something I would even consider carrying. Now, I do know there are pretty nice ones out there, and what really got me thinking, even though I got this before I saw it, Civivi has come out with a nice version of this folding utility knife. I'm not sure if you've seen that or if you've got that. Do let me know how that is and what you think about that. But there are other brands like Work Pro. Milwaukee has that fast back, which is very popular, and that looks like a utility knife. So what I actually want to know is, do you have a recommendation of a very nice utility knife which is the folding locking style like this? So I'm not talking about the box cutter push kind. So for example, this is the Gerber Hybrid X, and that is also kind of a razor blade utility knife, different size, but this is kind of your standard push lock. So I'm not looking for this. I'm actually looking one that looks like a folding knife but is of this kind of version. I know there are many different brands, some Chinese, I guess some US brands. There's also titanium ones which are custom made, maybe not custom made, but short production runs. Not sure where those are made, even if the brands are Western. But before I put down, serious money, because for example, the Civivi, that is a $42 US knife for what is essentially a utility box cutter, right? It's just kind of pretty. But I do think there might be a place for urban EDC for this, especially when you do not want to or cannot carry something like this, a dedicated blade like that. So do let me know your thoughts. First, do you think that this is even something you consider to urban EDC? Is it practical? The great thing is you don't have to maintain the blade. You can just switch it out when you want. But of course, you get a very thin blade, and I guess your urban EDC usage would be limited to maybe cutting paper, cardboard, and basically what I consider urban EDC tasks. I'm not talking about outdoor EDC or even general EDC. So let me know what you think about carrying something like this? And if you do, is there a particular brand you recommend that you think I should check out and maybe invest in? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. As always, keep it forwarded, keep it safe. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.